Alright, what is up my homies and welcome today to Gray Gaming. Today on another episode of the Commonwealth Contractor, we're going to be taking a little trip out to the Old West. We're going to be showing you how to do a turn of the century style storefront. This is going to be a very easy build. We can do almost everything with either the wood build set, the barn build set, and the warehouse build set. So here we have 3 barn foundation floors already set up so that we already have a nice 3x3 square. So let's go ahead and jump right in. It's a very easy build. We should be able to take care of it pretty quickly. So let's get at it. All right, so the first thing we want to do is we want to get into the barn and we want to enclose our back side. So I'm going to put the storefront facing this direction. So we'll just go ahead and snap some in. All right. Pretty simple so far. Now we're going to go ahead and back out and we're going to switch over to the warehouse build set. And we're going to shoot over here to the right until we get to the greenhouse section. And we're going to put in these nice big front windows so that people walking by can actually see the goods that we would have for sale here. So now we have those, and now, before we put in our final piece, we're going to snap in a front porch. So we're going to jump over here to the build set, or wood build set, sorry. And we're going to go over to that stilted floor piece, the one that we normally use for our dock facilities, like you saw during our Commonwealth Contractor segment on building docks. We're just going to throw in a nice front porch here. So simple, so far. Now, we're going to go back to the barn set, and we're going to put in a doorway. Now, you can also use the warehouse door, but the warehouse tin has these small rusted out holes in it, so I try and use it as little as possible. If there was a barn wall that had the same large glass window, I would much rather use it because the barn usually has a completely enclosed wall. Like here, we don't have any air gaps, we don't have any holes, but with the tin, we don't have that. So we did have to kind of sacrifice a little bit of aesthetic value in order to gain a lot of aesthetic value. So it's a nice trade-off, in my opinion, if you're someone who accepts the fact that trade-offs are sometimes necessary. All right, so moving into the roof section, we're going to go ahead and use this nice 45 to 45 vaulted roof corner. And then we're going to shoot back here to this 45-degree single wall roof. And then we're going to top it all off with just a basic flat roof piece from the barn set. So all very basic. So from the outside, this looks like something that would actually look quite at home in Far Harbor. But we're not done yet because this thing doesn't look anything at all like it belongs in the Old West. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to pull off this front piece just for now. Why does it think I'm assigning someone? All right. And we're actually going to throw up another level of a wall. Then we're going to run over here and grab some of these half-height walls. And we're just going to snap one on either side. All right, it doesn't want to do it with the corner piece, so we'll go ahead and pull out that entire front half of the roof. Now it's perfectly fine working that way. And then we'll give some of these nice angled corner pieces. And now let's fill our roof back in. All right, we're starting to get there, but we're not quite finished yet. So now we're going to go ahead and go to the barn floor section. We're not going to go with that piece. And the nice thing about the barn is it doesn't seem to differentiate between a floor placed at the top of a wall and one that is not. So we can use it to first snap inside the structure, because remember, with our barn and our warehouse sets, they always want to snap flooring and roofing to the inside of the walls. But once you have a piece set, it has no problem snapping to the other side. So we'll just go ahead, and now that we've got another floor piece to snap to, we can put one there and there. So now we've got this nice outcropping. And now we're looking more like this is something that you would see in the late 1800s, somewhere in the Wild Wild West. But we've got this floating structure, and we've also kind of just got this wide open porch. So let's go ahead and throw in some guardrails and support posts. So we'll go ahead and shoot over to the wood build set under miscellaneous, and we have a number of these different small fencing pieces. And I'm pretty partial to this one because it's about the cleanest you can expect. So I'll go ahead and I'll just fill this porch in. And then we need some way of actually getting up to this porch as well. So for this one, I think I'm going to try going with the scaffolding build set and using some ramps. So the scaffolding build set, the ramps do not snap, so you have to kind of eyeball it a little bit. And that looks a little off. Actually, that was about as on as you could have gotten. All right, so we've got the ramp leading up here. Now let's see what it looks like over here. So here, we're still quite a ways above the ground. So we can't go with that ramp on that side. But I'm pretty sure that the wood stairs, there's something that can fit. Not miscellaneous, stairs. And that runs all the way to the ground. That's almost a perfect height. So now we've got that. And now we just head back to our barn posts, or barn set, head over to miscellaneous, and we select our wood posts, and we snap our wood posts to the corners. And that is it. That is our Wild West style storefront. So it's a very easy building to make. It's one that I just started experimenting with recently, and I absolutely love it. I think that if I ever did want to do a Wild West style settlement in the future, because there are a number of cowboy outfits spread around the Dry Rock Gulch in Nuka World, you actually could build an entire settlement that was Wild West themed, where all of your settlers are wearing Western apparel, they're all wearing cowboy hats, etc. You could actually set this up pretty easily. Plus, there is the lever action rifle located in Far Harbor, where most of the pieces in this build set come from. So you actually could make a fairly Wild West themed settlement, and buildings like this would go perfectly with this aesthetic. And there you have it, folks. That is how you build a Wild West storefront in the Fallout 4 workshop. Let me know what you guys think of it. If you have any suggestions for how to improve this storefront, please let me know in the comments below. If you have ideas for other sorts of structures that you've seen at my settlements and would like to see showcased on this series, definitely let me know about those as well. As always, a like and subscribe are always welcome. And if you subscribe and hit that notification bell, then you will get a notification every time we post new content just like this. With all that out of the way, I'm Gray. This has been Gray Gaming. You've been watching the Commonwealth Contractor, and I will see you all here later. Stay safe.